breathing. So just get comfortable. Make sure your shoulders are stacked over the pelvis. Extend up through the crown of the head so we're not hunching forward. We're going to start by taking a deep inhale. Fill the lungs up all the way. Sigh it out. Feel the shoulders drop. Just check in with the jaw. Make sure you aren't holding any tension. I've just realised I hold a lot of tension there, so that's a big thing for me at the moment. Maybe move it backs and forwards. And then closing the eyes. I'm going to count the breaths. We're going to breathe in for 4 and out for 6. So start by exhaling the breath. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just keep the eyes closed for a moment. See if you can release the hip flexors, feel the knees drop down a bit more. Then we'll take another inhale, fill the lungs up all the way. Sigh it out through the mouth. And then we'll move into some warm-ups for the hip flexors, because it's going to be hip flexors and quads this morning. So we're going to start on our backs. So soles of the feet on the mat, arms out in front. Engage the lower belly, roll all the way down. And then when you're on your back, hug both the knees in. That's going to squeeze into the hip flexors. Maybe rock a little bit side to side, warming up the spine. And then keep the right knee hugged tightly in towards the armpit. Extend the left leg long. And then really engage that quad and point the left toe. And you'll feel the left hip flexor start to warm up. 3 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Hug both knees back in, then swap sides. Hug the left knee in nice and tight. Extend the right leg again. Engage the quad, point the toe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Hug both the knees in again. And then drop the soles of the feet onto the mat. Check you can touch your heels with the tips of your fingers, and we're going to press up into a bridge. So pressing into the heels, engage the glutes, start to press the pelvis up towards the ceiling. If you want, you can take the shoulders underneath you a little bit more, maybe interlace the fingers, opening into the chest. Keep the gaze up, keep pressing into the heels, keep engaging the quads. 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Keep squeezing. Inhale, and as you exhale, rolling all the way down. Then we're going to rock and roll 5 times, tapping the toe at the top of the mat. So take the hands behind the knees on the thighs and rock forward and tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th, stay up, cross the ankles, plant the palms of the hands, step back into our tabletop, and from here we're going to press straight up and back into our down dog. So tuck the toes, take an inhale, and on the exhale, press the hips up and back. Remember, keep the knees bent if you want to, otherwise you can come to straight. And make sure your fingers are spread wide, pressing into the index fingers and thumb, and then finding length all the way up to the hips. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, drop the heels down. Shake the head left to right, release any tension in the face and neck. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. And then come up on the tips of the toes. Walk the feet to meet the hands at the front. Feet are pelvis width apart. Put the weight into the front of the toes, and then we're going to start rolling up to mountain. Stack the shoulders over the pelvis as you come up. Extend the crown of the head up. See if you can make yourself a bit taller, and then really engage the quads and the glutes. You'll feel the kneecaps lift. Inhale, the shoulders up, and as you exhale, take them back down and round, opening across the chest. Palms facing forwards, 2 breaths, and then straight into the sun salutations. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Then inhale the hands above the head. Take the shoulders back down because they will have travelled up. And then exhale nice and slow down through heart center. Forward fold. Put the weight into the front of the feet. Release the upper body, crown of the head, rooting down towards the mat. And then inhale, halfway lift. Nice flat back, hands are on the shins or the thighs, extend through the crown of the head. And then exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, plant the hands, step back to a high plank. You've got a choice to drop the knees or stay high, pressing the mat away. Again, fingers spread wide. Press the heels to the back of the room, 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, and then as you exhale, either with knees dropped or knees up, all the way down, an inch away from the mat, elbows tucked in, and then inhale, upward facing dog. Open through the chest, lovely Debbie. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come up on the tips of the toes, bend the knees, look to the front of your mat, step, hop, float or walk, and then inhale, halfway left. Exhale, forward fold, weight in the front of the feet, and inhale all the way up, hands above the head. One more time, exhale down through heart center, feel the hamstrings stretching. Inhale, halfway lift, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step, hop or float back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows tucked in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come up on the tips of the toes. Bend the knees, look to the front of the mat, step, hop or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, the hands up above the head. Exhale, down through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, moving into our sequence. Bend the knees, plant the hands, step, hop or float back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Remember, you can always drop the knees if you need to. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here, then we're going to move on. Inhale, lift the hips up and back. Exhale, drop the heels. Inhale and exhale. Step the right foot forward. We're coming into a low lunge. So the front knee is over the ankle. Start to press the hips down, feeling you've got something heavy, pulling them down towards the mat, feeling that stretch in the left hip flexor, and then bring the arms up. Keep the ribs knitted in, drop the shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Then pressing into the front foot, straighten that front leg and flex the front foot, and then exhale, pulling the right hip back. Come forward over that leg just until you can feel a nice enough stretch in that right hamstring. It's the half split. Keep pulling the right hip back. Keep the back nice and flat if you can, and extending through the crown of the head. One more breath. Inhale and exhale, and then rebend the front leg coming into that low lunge. Inhale the arms up again, 2 breaths, feeling that stretch in the left hip flexor. 1 more breath, inhale and exhale. And from here, we're going to curl the back toe. We're going to use the strength of that back leg and pressing into the front leg to come up into a high lunge. Put your hands down and use them if you need to. Otherwise, pressing up now, high lunge. You're going to really feel it in that left hip flexor. And pressing into the front heel, engaging that right glute. 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale, and then warrior 2. A lot of leg work. So we're going to make sure we can see the front toes at the front, heel to arch alignment. Keep the arms up level with the shoulders. 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale. Then cartwheel the hands. Frame the front foot, step back, high plank. You can press back to down dog or exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side step the left leg through. Low lunge, drop that back knee. Pull the left hip back as you drop down into it. Inhale and exhale, stretch that right hip flexor. Inhale, and as you exhale, straighten the front leg. Flex that foot, come forward. Pull the left hip back, feel the stretch in the left hamstring. And then exhale, rebend that front leg back into the low lunge. Keep pulling that left hip back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Curl the back toe under. We're going to press up, use all your strength to come into that high lunge. Inhale and exhale. It's trickier than it looks. Inhale, and as you exhale, warrior 2, nice and slow. Keep the arms level with the shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Cartwheel the hands. Frame the front foot, step back, high plank, either down dog or exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come up on the tips of the toes. Bend the knees, look to the front of the mat, step, hop or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, the hands up above the head. Exhale, down through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step, hop or float back, high plank, either down dog or exhale, chaturanga. Keep the elbows tucked in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So same thing, a bit quicker. Step the right foot through. Exhale, down into your low lunge. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Flex the foot, half splits. Inhale, back into a low lunge. Tuck the back toe, press up, high lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Cartwheel the hands, frame the front foot, step back, high plank, either down dog or exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the left leg through. Coming into that low lunge. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, straighten the front leg, flex the front foot. Inhale, back, low lunge. Tuck the back toe. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Cartwheel the hands, frame the front foot, step back, high plank, down dog or exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Straight back into it, step the right foot forward. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half splits, pull the right hip back. Coming back into low lunge, drop nice and low, and then tuck the back foot, press up, high lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Cartwheel the hands, frame the front foot, step back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the left leg through. Coming into low lunge. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, flex the front foot, half splits, pull the left hip back. Inhale, rebend the leg, low lunge, and then tuck the back toe, press up, high lunge, strong back leg. Exhale, warrior 2. Cartwheel the hands, frame the front foot, step back, high plank, down dog, or exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here or come with me, come up on the toes, bend the knees, look to the front of the mat, step, hop or float. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, the hands up above the head. Exhale, down through heart center. Well done, Debbie. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step, hop or float back, high plank, either down dog or exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the right foot through. Drop the knee, inhale up, low lunge. Exhale, half splits, flex that front. Inhale, low lunge, stretching that left hip flexor. Tuck the toe, press into the foot, come up, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Cartwheel the hands, frame the front foot, step back, high plank, either down dog or exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side, step the left leg through. Drop the knee, inhale the arms up, low lunge. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, low lunge. Curl the back toe. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Cartwheel the hands, frame the front foot, step back, press back, down dog. 2 breaths, then we're going to do it once more, a bit slower, and then we're done with the sequence. Inhale and exhale. Okay, step the right foot through. Drop the left knee. Inhale the arms up. Knit the ribs in this time. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. And then really think about something heavy pulling you down towards the mat. If you want, you can press the back foot a bit more into the mat. Going to stretch a bit deeper into that hip flexor. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, drop deeper. And then press into that front heel, engage the right glute as you straighten that front leg. Now this time, try and keep the hips over the knees, flex the front foot and then hinge forward from there. Keep the shoulder blades squeezing together. Inhale and exhale. Think about the chin pointing towards the toes. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Inhale, keep pulling that hip back and exhale. Rebend the front leg, drop back into that low lunge. Again, pull the right hip back, pressing down with the hips. Arms are up, pressing the top of the back foot into the mat. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then you might want to come up a little bit just to curl that back toe. Press into the feet, really engage the quads and the glutes coming up into that high lunge. We're going to hold it 2 breaths. Inhale, strong back leg, and exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, open out, warrior two, just 1 breath. And as you exhale, cartwheel the hands. Frame the front foot, step back, down dog. Press the heels down into the mat and then step the left leg forward. Low lunge on this side, drop that knee. As you're coming down, pulling that left hip back, start pressing that top of that back foot into the mat, really pressing through that right hip flexor. The arms are up, the shoulders are down. Inhale and exhale, feel the heart rate coming down. Inhale and exhale, straighten that front leg, flex the foot. Try and keep the hips over the knee as you come forward, pulling the left hip back. Nice stretch in the left hamstring. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale, and as you exhale, rebend that front leg. Coming back into that low lunge. Inhale and exhale, drop the hips, make them feel nice and heavy. Inhale and exhale. Curl the back toe under. Use all the last bit of your strength to press up, high lunge. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, and on the next exhale, open out, warrior two. And then cartwheel the hands, frame the front foot, step back, high plank, down dog. Step the right foot forward. We're not doing the sequence now, we're just doing a last little cool down in a low lunge. So we don't need to hold the arms up this time, but concentrate on just pressing the hips down, really stretching into that left hip flexor. 2 breaths, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Then from here we're going to come into lizard. So we take the hands on the inside of the right foot and heel toe the right foot to the right edge of the mat. That might be enough. If you can come down onto your forearms. So the right knee is going to press out to the side. The right foot stays flexed. 2 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Press into the hands, come back up, step back to down dog. It's just a transition to move to the left side. So the left foot comes forward. Another low lunge, the last low lunge. Keep your hands down. Really drop the hips down, let them feel nice and heavy. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, moving into lizard. The hands come to the inside of that left foot, heel toe it to the left. Come down onto the forearms if you can, otherwise staying high. And you can even roll onto the outside edge of that left foot. You're opening up into the left hip there. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Step back into a tabletop. And then toes together, knees wide, press back, child's pose. 3 breaths here, and then we're going to move into Shavasana. So keeping the hips on the heels with the hands reaching forward. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Press back into a tabletop. Come down into a seated position, swing the legs out in front. Probably feeling it in the quads and the hip flexors now. Soles of the feet flat on the floor. Nice flat back, lower belly engaged, arms out in front. And on the exhale, rolling down nice and slow. And then when you're on your back, finishing by hugging the knees into the body, rocking from side to side. Take a deep inhale, and as you sigh it out through the mouth, moving into Shavasana. Relaxing into it. Let the feet flop out to the side, palms facing up. Join me if you've got time to finish with a body scan. Starting in the toes, moving up through the tops of the feet, soles of the feet and the heels, ankles, shins and calves, knees, backs of the knees, hamstrings, quads, hip flexors and glutes, the whole of the lower body, relaxed and heavy, moving through the abdomen, lower back, middle back, side body, rib cage, chest and upper back. Relax the tops of the shoulders, tops of the arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, backs of the hands, palms of the hands and the fingers, back of the neck, the throat. Relax the jaw, the muscles around the mouth, cheekbones, forehead and eyebrows, back of the head and crown of the head. Pausing here for a few moments. Stay here if you can. Otherwise, bend the knees, soles of the feet on the floor. Roll over to the right, pressing your hands into the mat. Coming back to a seated position, hands at heart center, bowing your head. Thank yourself for doing your practice, slightly more than 20 minutes. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll send the